Demo Donna here with Sparkle and Sprinkle, and in this month's Video Kit Club, we are going to be working with this awesome new disco stamp. We have 3 great stamp sets and 1 digital this month, so definitely be sure to check those out. We are going to be doing this really cool card. I'm going to show you the basics, and then there are some fun upgrades you can add to your kit this month. So I got a little bit of a head start, so this video wasn't like 45 minutes long. And what I did, you're going to be getting your 5 cards with your silhouette of your disco mama right there. And I just went ahead and adhered the black strip of the cardstock, and then I adhered the green one. And I'm going to show you exactly how I did that by taking my ruler and setting it down, and I'm going to peel off my Terrific tape. And then I am going to go ahead and stick that into the corner, and then I'm going to come down a 1/2 inch away. So it does a fun little cardstock beam across my page, just like that. So once you apply your 3 colors, you can go ahead and trim your edges. And a really easy way to trim is just by taking your scissors like that and trimming both sides. You can also do this on your paper cutter. And I just like to flip it over so I make sure I don't cut the actual cardstock. I don't cut the actual card, I just cut the colored cardstock. All right, so once you have that all trimmed off, we are going to work on our beams coming down with our glue pen. These guys right here. And I'm going to be using the Silver Dreams embossing powder. You can use the embossing powder that's provided, the Silver Bells, sorry about that. Embossing powder provided, or if you want to upgrade and use Silver Dreams glitter, you can do that as well. So I am going to basically see where my disco ball is going to be. So I'll set it right there on my, probably right around there on my neon pink cardstock. And then I'm going to take my straight edge ruler and my Quickie glue pen. This doesn't come in the kit, but most of you have it. You can add that to your order if you'd like. And I am simply going to draw some fun lines coming, and then a couple little dots. Now the trick is you want to lift your ruler up and do a quick little wipe instead of drag it, because then you're going to be pulling the glue along with you. So I'm doing line, dot, 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 line, line, dot, dot, dot. So you can do a fun little pattern. And you want to make sure you apply your embossing powder while your glue is wet. So for the sake of this video, I'm going to do all 5 of them at the same time, but if you want to do 2 and then apply your glitter, your embossing powder or your glitter while your glue is still wet, and then repeat, that will work too. And that will make sure that your embossing powder or glitter stays nice and permanent. All right, once I am done with that, I am actually going to sprinkle on my Silver Bells embossing powder. So what I'm showing you here is you could do embossing powder or glitter on your glue pen. Oh, there's my other disco ball. Ha, little bonus. All right, I'm gonna tap that off, give it a nice tap. And if you happen to smear any, it was my lucky day, I didn't smear any here, but you can just take like a toothpick or something and scrape it away before you heat set. So don't worry about it if you actually smear one, you'll be okay. All right, so before I heat set that, I'm gonna let it dry for a little bit because it is glue, and I'm going to actually stamp my saying. This stamp set has so many fun little sayings on it. So I've chosen one. I'm going to dip it into our VersaMark. And since it's a word saying, I'm using a acrylic block that has the lines on it so I can make sure it's nice and straight. So I haven't heat set that, so I'm just gonna make sure I don't smear it. I always like to double check that it's not upside down. I'm really good at that. All right, stamp that on there. And then I'm gonna take my Silver Bells embossing powder. This is a really pretty detail silver embossing powder with the holographic silver glitter in it, so it's a lot of fun, really fun for disco. And now I'm going to go ahead and heat set. All right, once you've heat set that entirely, you're nice and ready to apply your remaining glitter and your disco ball. So like I said, there's a couple little upgrade options for this really fun disco card. So you can use your disco ball plain, just like this. So this is how it comes. You get the circle cut mirror cardstock. And really quick, a tip on the cardstock. If you purchase some of the mirrored cardstock and you want to repeat and make this stamp set again, you know, I always tell you to save the back of your sticker, of your Terrific tape. What you want to do is you put your mirror cardstock down, then your die down, and then place your a little protective layer over top of it before you run it through your die cut machine. That way, if the top plate has cuts in it, it doesn't transfer onto your mirrored cardstock. So keep that in mind, a little trick for your back pocket. Now what I did for a fun disco ball is one of my favorite stamp sets that we've had for a while is the Journal Mixed Media, and I used the bubble wrap stamp to create this really fun pattern on my disco ball. I thought that would add a little extra. So if you want to add that to do that fun technique, or you already have it at home, I just stamped it with the VersaMark and then used my tweezer tool to heat set it because it's a tiny little piece. Okay, so here's where some more fun things come into play. You can add a little pop dot to this guy, stick it on there and call it a day. Or you can use this really cool Pop Cessories die set by Stampendous, and I'm going to be using 2 of their dies, and I use this really fun bobble die. Now they use this, Stampendous has a lot of cute little animal heads, so they use this to make them little bobble heads. So what I did is I trimmed it a little bit so it would be perfect for our disco ball. So I just trimmed off the edges. I added a little Terrific tape to the center on the front. So I'm going to stick my upgraded disco ball to my bobble, and then I added a little bit of the Terrific tape to the other side just on 2 of the edges so it has a lot of movement. And then I'm just going to go ahead and place that wherever I'd like. I'm going to go right there. And then you've got this really fun, you could pull it up a little bit to give a little extra movement. You got this really fun, it travels flat, which is great. And then when they open up their card, they have a nice dimensional standout on their card. 2 more things on the front, and then we're going to move on to something fun that you could do in the middle. Believe it or not, I do the insides of my cards all the time, but I always forget to open up and show you guys. So this time I made a point to remember, open up my card and show everybody what's going on the inside. So I'm going to take my Quickie glue pen and just go ahead and fill in the groovin' of Glad to Still Be Groovin'. Really fun. I love that disco is really hot right now, and neon. Everyone knows I love me some neon. All right, so I filled in groovin'. So I'm going to take my Exhilarated, which is one of our new neon colors. Last week we did a video on all of our neons, so check that out if you haven't yet. And you do get the green in this stamp set, and then the other colors are the orange, the red, and the yellow. They're really fun. So I went ahead on my card and added some really fun dots, kind of shadowing our disco mama. Very cute, very fun. I thought that would be really fun to do with a lot of different neon colors, maybe at least the green and the pink you can do there. So you see our groovin' and then the neon here. And then you do get extra paper in your video kit for a seine to go inside. So you can go ahead again and pick another really fun stamp seine to stamp inside. I went ahead and trimmed the smaller cardstock to 1 inch, and then the pink, the smaller to 1 inch, the green to 1 inch, and the pink to 1.5 inch, and layered those. And what I did here was stamped the Staying Alive. I did a cute little stitching effect and then embossed it with my glue pen and filled in with glitter as well. And then you've got this really fun card. I did the green and silver and then signed it with my name. And I'm going to show you that die. So this is the second die from the Pop Cessories. die cut. This is the pop-up card die. And you just lie that out. It looks like this. So you can center it. I did mine a little bit towards the bottom. So run it through your die cut machine, pop that out, and then you're just going to want to fold this guy out and this guy in, and you get this really cool pop-up card. So you can add anything to your pop-up card. I was even thinking it would be fun to do multiple of them, 2 or 3. So here's our fun card for this month's Video Kit Club. If you've never subscribed and you want to subscribe, check that out on our website. Sign up for our monthly newsletter. I'm going to show you a couple cool cards with these new stamp sets from our amazing design team. So this one here is really cool. She did a very fun dimensional disco ball on the inside. And as you can see how much larger she is there? This is our rubber stamp. And this is our digital stamp set. So you can go ahead and manipulate the sizes, make them larger, make them smaller. She had a lot of fun with the neons, really cute, a lot of dimension. Here's an awesome shaker card. And as you can see, this is nice and big, printed out, and that's all pre-colored. So you can leave it the colors you like it, or you can change the colors and do it yourself. Here's another really fun one, a change of color palette there. And then we've got yellows and orange, so pretty, with our new neon glitters, and then some of our microfine. This is a really fun one, another take on the disco ball. Really cool. And then here's a couple from this stamp set. So fun. And then we have, like I said, our digital one, but none of our designers were able to receive it in time for me to make the video. So here it is. If you want to get it online, check it out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Go ahead and leave a comment below if you like what you saw or you just want to say hi. I love hearing from you guys. Thank you so much. Oh, and don't forget, subscribe. We need all the subscribers we can get. And thank you. Have a good day.